Well, Facebook, hey, are we live? Are we live? Are we live? So I'm live up here, but this down here is still thinking about it down here. So Facebook page, Facebook wall. Hey, we're live. Okay, we finally are live. Hey guys, I'm Tim Gillette, an author, a speaker, a blogger, host of Blog and Video Con here in Dallas, and a blog and video consultant for small businesses and the people in the personal branding. So hey, I also host a networking thing here, and I'm dressed up a little bit. I'm about to head out to a networking function, a very large worldwide network that I'm about to go out and that I'm a part of here in the Dallas area, the Dallas chapter now. And it made me think about what I want to talk about today: stealing connections. I host a monthly event, and I'm not, you know what I mean. I for years have hosted monthly events. I've done a nighttime happy hour type event for years with blogging and blogging related stuff, video, business building. In the beginning, it was just networking and business building. It was around my rock and roll keys to business success. It was a mastermind event. It was a feeding event. There was a lot of things I did with it. But most recently, I connected with and I joined Craig Duswalt's Rockstar marketing network in the Dallas area. Here, let me put that banner up here. Look at that. See, I'm part of the Dallas chapter. So on this side here, or no, wait a minute, yeah, on this side over here is the Rockstar Marketing Network, and on this side over here is the Blog and Video Con. So, hey, anyway, and down here, I'm sorry, you got to be on my business page to see the icons. Anyway, so I want to talk about this stealing. Hey, Lexi Jones, thanks for joining. Hey, Kim Becker, thanks for joining. Don Brown, thanks for joining. I really want to talk about this stealing connections. And I host this event, this Rockstar Marketing Network here in the Dallas, Texas area, and I invite a lot of people out. And I found it very unique that someone wanted to be connected to someone who was in that network, in my network. I mean, they really wanted to be the connections for this. And, hey, Joshua, good morning, man. Thanks for joining. They really want to be connected to this person, and basically they weren't willing to do what they said. So let me take this into a story format for you guys to get a concept. A good friend of mine in Los Angeles, all right, has had this happen to him, all right, where basically someone wanted to get introduced to the people who run one of the major corporations he's part of and works with. And, oh no, anyway, I'm not even going to repeat that, Joshua. I'm just not. Anyway, this person comes up to him and they said, hey, listen, I want you to connect me to the owners of your company. And he said, sure, would you mind joining the network and I'll be glad to introduce you? And they said, no, I don't do that. I just want to be introduced. Well, I started doing these networking functions and I found someone who basically came in. They don't want to join the network, but they want to be introduced to the president of the network. Hey, can you introduce me? And when I said, hey, are you going to join? Well, no, I don't want to join. I just want to meet them so they can help me reach out. And I'm like, if you're not part of their network, man, what makes you think they're going to market you? So, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to decline that call because I am on a video. What makes you think they are going to market you to their network without you at least showing some interest in them? So in other words, there's no vested interest, but you expect them to market for you with nothing of interest to them. That would be like me calling the President of the United States and saying, hey, can I be put up for a high position in government? I'm a nice guy. Why not accept me in? Let me run whatever department you need running. He doesn't know me. The president would not do that, all right? The president would, of any corporation is not going to do that. Well, I find a lot of people out there are trying to steal those connections. And, for years, it really gets under my skin when people try this, is they do like Facebook. In Facebook or Twitter, all right, we've found the different tricks to be able to tag someone so their audience can see it. And they all say, well, no, I'm just trying to reach out to my friends who support me. Yeah, I'm using air quotes. My friends who support me. What they're really trying to do is tap into your network for free. Now, this video today is not about that. This video is about People who come up to you and want to be introduced to people you know without investing in it. I have Rockstar Marketing Network. If you come to me and you ask me to connect you to Craig Duswalt, Craig's going to ask me, hey, did they join the network? And if the answer is no, they just want an introduction, Craig knows what you're coming for. And Craig, if you watch this video, you kind of know anyway. He knows what they're coming for. They're not willing to invest, but they want to come and take advantage of who you know. It's wrong. I'm sorry, it's wrong. People all the time ask me, Tim, how did you get connected to Glenn Morshower? Tim, how did you get on Dean Cain's podcast? Tim, how did you get to hang out with Ernie Hudson? How did you get to know Eddie Money? How did you get Duff McKagan on a motorcycle with you? I connected to Craig Duswalt. I joined his mastermind. I joined his programs. I joined his network. I invested in things Craig was doing to help me, and in return, he made connections for me. You know, one of the things he says he does, and I remember when I joined it, and I don't think this is a part of the mastermind. I think it is, but basically he says, when you join his mastermind, my list is your list. So in other words, I'm going to put out, and Craig did. Craig just recently put an emails out to his audience for my event. He did. Why? I'm in his programs. I'm invested in there. So him being willing to do that for me, no problem. But him marketing your book for you, when you, number one, didn't use his book writing system. Number two, you've never attended his boot camp. Number three, you've never joined his list. And you think you can show up at one of his Rockstar Marketing Network chapters and hand a book to me, and I'm going to automatically hand it to him, and he's going to hand it out to people he knows. I'm glad you think the world works that way. Know, like, trust. I'm not going to pass your book out to people I know if I don't know you. If I don't like you, I'm not going to pass your materials out to people I know. If I don't trust you, I'm not going to market you to my network. That's how it works. This idea of trying to steal your way up the ladder doesn't work. And literally, I've seen it a million times, and there are people who are out there who are running these programs telling you, this is how you bypass the gatekeeper. And they are all programs teaching you how to cheat the system. Great. You can cheat the system. It'll get you so far. But when people realize they can't know, like, or trust you, it's going to end there. And then you're going to have to go back down to the bottom and rebuild your way back up. Down here on the personal thing here, I seen it down here. Kim, are you still on here? I'm not sure. Kim, if you're on here, wave at me real quick. All right, because I know Kim Becker was down here. Kim's husband, great man. That man has earned credentials. All right, he served our country in a major way, and now he's actually down here, out in the world. All right, because of health issues, trying to use his major credibility to help health issues and health thing. And that's where he calls that you use your connections right. So, and I'm going to put that down. These people are out there who are trying to force their way into places are not going to succeed. I do these live videos every day. And I do these for a reason, all right? In the blogging and networking world, most of you don't know me. So I come on here and I share with you. I give you ideas. I give you, ways to make it better. I help you. I'm trying to build a relationship with you. This idea of walk up to you at a networking function, and I'm going to use this, and go, here's my card. Will you give me $10,000 and join my coaching program? Doesn't work. I'm going to tell you right now, and I have a $10,000 coaching program. Those people who are in a $10,000 coaching program did something else with me first. Just happens that way. Those people that I promote, all right, there's a partnership there that I'm promoting it. People all the time ask me, hey, will you share this out to your audience? I'm not going to always share everything out to my audience if I don't know you. All right? People all the time, I don't have any speaking engagements for you at my event, but can you promote it to your list? No, I won't. Unless there's a vested interest for me to do it, I'm not going to do it. Hey, Tim, I wrote a new book. Will you actually share this on your... No, I'm not going to do it. That is why I have podcasts. We do an interview about you, all right? If you want to join the podcast, you want to be on the new Tim Gillette show, you want to share your products and services, there's a process to go through to get qualified to get on the show. It is not going to do that. Well, guess what? Craig Duswalt, and I'm going to use some other big names, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, James Malinchak, Larry Wingett. They all have platforms, and they all worked their damned hardest to get the audience and list they have. And they're not going to let Yahoo, Tim Gillette, just jump in there and go, hey, let me market to your list. All right? And I wouldn't expect anyone. And by the way, I've met every one of those people. I don't have a relationship enough built to go out and be marketed to their list. I do, on the other hand, have an interview, and it is recorded with me and Dean Cain. Dean Cain interviewed me. I earned that. All right? Number one, I got into the connection that got the deal to do that. You can get that same connection, all right, by going through the proper channels. You want to go through the proper channels? Actually, you can go through the proper channels, and I'll actually show you how to get into that Dean and Cain interview, all right? Number one, show up for blogging. Oh, wait, I got to get my arrows right. Show up for Blog and VideoCon. Show up for Rockstar Marketing Network. That's the beginning to the interviews for that. I'm just saying, and I can get you on the Dean Cain thing too. But you've got to be in. You've got to be in there to be connected. Join the groups of people who are connected. This is not a promotion for me to just do this to say, hey, come to my events. This ain't about my events. It's about every event you go to. All right? I'm going today to E-Women Network Luncheon. I'm going to be honest with you. That's where I'm going. I'm joining the E-Women Network here in Dallas. They are an elite group of premium, successful women, mainly, but there are some men in there. And I joined E-Women Network for a reason. Number one, they are successful people. There's not a lot of, scuffers just coming in to hang out and pass out their cards. These are successful people. And they're looking to build upon the success they have. These are not people going, well, I'm a nobody and I just want to show up and use your connections. If you go to a networking function expecting everybody to do that, it's not going to happen. I joined E-Women Network because of quality. Now, I'm going to this network, and I am just a recent person joining. I do not expect, because I recently joined, to have Sandra and Kim Yancey come and personally come to my house and hang out with me. Although I've hung out nicely with Kim and Sandra, because I brought someone to their offices who had to be at their offices one day. So, I mean, there was a reason I got that. Someone introduced me, and I don't expect Kim Yancey, although Kim Yancey has done me favors in this town, I do not expect Kim Yancey to do me favors just because I joined E-Women Network. The relationship is not there yet. It can be someday if I'm willing to build it and do it right. Sandra Yancey, someday that relationship will be good, and if I build it and do it right. But I'm not expecting to join the E-Women Network chapter or just attend the E-Women Network chapter and just say something to Jens Johnson, who's our director of our chapter, to say something to Jens Johnson and say, Jens, well, hey, I attended your event today. Would you do me a favor? Can you get Kim Yancey and Sandra Yancey to promote my book for me? I'm going to give you a copy. No, it doesn't work that way. All right? It takes relationship. Now, if you have a quality product, and I have a friend out there who has a very good quality product out there, a very good quality book that he wrote, and it got in the hands of people who got in the hands of people who got in the hands of people. All right? And doing that with a quality product, he didn't push it out there. It naturally got out there by someone read it and went, dude, you got to read this book. And it got put in the hands of the right person, which caused him to explode on that one area. That works. If you do things like, hey, let me help you read this book. Let me help you read this book. Let me help you read this book. And little by little you do it. That's how you get results, by building relationships with people, not by stealing your way into their relationships. Hey guys, I noticed a lot of people have joined in here. Let me see if I can see some of the people down here. John, thanks for joining. Deb, thanks for joining. Muhammad, hey, thanks for that comment, buddy. I appreciate that. Tim, thanks for joining, buddy. Good to see you. All right. I'm glad to see all you guys down here on this one. All right. Up here on the thing up here, Lexi, Tracy Bass. Hey, Tracy, it's good to see you, by the way. Lexi Jones, by the way, if you don't know Lexi Jones, you got to connect to Lexi Jones. She is a fabulous powerhouse in women networking and women's growth. All right, you do that. Tracy Bass, connect with Tracy. Tracy is another powerhouse in the online community. Connect with these people. All right, people down here, I've said hi to a lot of you. I appreciate you all for showing up. Hey, if this helped, leave me a comment. Let me know where you're calling in from. Let me know what you watch. Tell me in the comments what you got out of this. And make sure you hit the button that says subscribe so you kind of know that, I'm getting them. You're getting these, and you can actually see when I go live. All right, and I'm going to mainly tell you guys I do these every now and then down here on the personal level. Go over to Tim Gillette or Facebook.com/Tim Gillette Rocks and sign up over there because I do a majority of these over here. If you're over here, hit the subscribe button on the Tim Gillette Rocks page. All right, and you will get a notification every time we go live. And do me a favor, if this helped you here, do me a favor, just share it out with your audience. If it helped you, share it out with your audience and let them know, hey, I like this, tell me what you think. I appreciate you sharing this out. Hope that helped you. I'll see you again later on today with another topic. Bye.